No, I know that I can't make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your There's nothing I can say to change that part. To change that part. To change.
enough. Not dropping a tick in that solo was pretty annoying. Otherwise, I don't know. Obviously, I don't have any delusions of going for this upper bound last act, and aside from that, you can see I didn't go for any doubles during the song because the tempo is like 120-ish. It's just too low. I still tried to see if I could get one, particularly one of the chord acts, obviously, 2, 3, and 4, to get 490, but nothing came of it. I doubt I got any on the last act. Looked like I cut that really close, but I'm not too torn up about that. Yeah, this is minus 12 from nearly ideal. So yeah, I guess this is happening. This is thanks to the bad update exploit, and I say thanks to in very many quotes because this is an absolute shit show to get functioning properly. Obviously, it's very cool just in general that you're able to, in some manner, soft mod an Xbox 360. A lot of hard work and intelligence went into this. It's just how it is that it sucks balls to execute. I heard about this through a channel that I watch for a lot of things called Modern Vintage Gamer, but he didn't really go into too much depth with it, so thanks to Moose for his tutorial about how to get everything converted and up and running. My first go at this exploit took about 3 tries, and I don't remember time-wise how much it was. I think the first 2 were both crashes. Each attempt can take up to 20 minutes. I think it took me like 40 minutes to get it to go the first time, but I was just following along with the tutorials, and I hadn't put anything onto the flash drive that I'm using, which I know ideally you're supposed to use a different flash drive. I don't know how like people have like 5 different hard drives connected to their Xbox while doing this. Considering I'm still using the SG adapter, I guess I have 1 free USB slot because I disconnected the wireless adapter to stay off XBL. But yeah, at most I have 1 more USB slot, and I think I might have 1 more flash drive that's large enough to even put this game and DLC on. So yeah, didn't think super far ahead. I hoped that getting this exploit to run would not be the biggest pain in the ass in the world. So yeah, after I got the exploit to work the first time, I took out the flash drive, put all of the Guitar Hero 2 stuff on it, which I'm running the game off of a flash drive. I'm not sure if you need to do that for it to be compatible with the DLC. I kind of doubt it, but regardless, my disc is in really rough shape, and I can't really get it to boot most of the time, which is partially why I hadn't been using the Xbox version the last like month or so. I was still playing this game. So anyway, got all that put on the drive, put the drive back in the Xbox, and it wasn't picking it up. I couldn't find anything in the My Games, I couldn't find anything in the storage section, and I'm still not sure if it's the case that if you unplug the drive that the exploit and everything is on, that the Xbox can't pick it back up until you reboot. But I unplugged it multiple times and just wasn't getting any response. So I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Again, it took less than an hour to get it running the first time, so oh well, we'll get it going again. The second time, my god, it took upwards of 3 hours to get this stupid fucking exploit to run again, which I know isn't uncommon, which is why this sucks so bad. And also by that point, I hadn't even tested if these files work. The DLC and game files, you have to patch those specifically, and just overriding things can go wrong. So yeah, that was really just to test if this would boot up properly. But finally, right before I was about to go to bed, that exploit kicked in, like I said, after about 3 hours of attempts. And thankfully it just worked from there on. And so I've just had my Xbox on now for about 18 hours, probably just going to keep it on until I finish this stuff up, hopefully within like a week. But yeah, like I said, cool that this is possible, but man, what an absolutely shitty experience this is. The MCR pack is honestly the only one that I really wanted to play on here, and this was the main song, so doing this first is probably just going to leave a very hollow experience from here on out. But at the same time, this song is really empty in terms of squeezing because of the tempo and lack of whammy, aside from the last act, so hopefully there are more interesting things to come. I also find it how weird this is loading and everything coming off a flash drive. I figured this was going to be like really miserable to play, but no, everything's just lightning fast.
No, I know that I can't make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your There's nothing I can say to change that
I can't tell if I'm supposed to be getting another chord in there. Yeah, I need to review that second act to see if I'm dropping chord. No, I'm pretty sure I got it. I don't really want to do this again for 495 because it doesn't matter. Like, there's so many more points left here. At the very least, another 400 on acts 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like, there's probably 2,000 points left on here. This is more just a funny little proof of concept showcase because I remember a very long time, like over a year ago, Doughboy said that one of the Xbox DLC songs had a extra phrase with this offset glitch when we were discussing just the legality of it. And wow, this took a very long time. These lag mechanics are not something that you can just jump back into, at least if you weren't super experienced with it. Like, I just pretty much did yes we can because my whammy bar was broken, and that was the only time I really touched the lag glitch. A lot of the reason I struggled so much early on, well, it was twofold. The first is that I was forgetting to play on mute, but like playing MCR on mute, like what does my life come to? But anyway, yeah, I am not good at this mechanic. It definitely requires a lot of practice, and there's a lot of nuance to it because of how far you can abuse the hit windows within a specific offset. So like here, the big struggle was that I needed a fairly big offset to get the freight to not overlap the first phrase of Act 2. But since the offset was as big as it was, I couldn't just pause anywhere and reset the calibration. And that was really problematic because of that really fast hopo snaking sequence, the blue, orange, blue, yellow. Like each one of those hit windows is so small that you basically need to be zoned into the exact timing or very close to it. Now, the theoretical way to get around that is to slowly scale back the offset. So take the offset I used for the second act as an example of 200. Like I said, I wasn't able to immediately reset in the middle of that, but theoretically what I could do is pause the game, scale it back to like 150, hit a couple notes, pause the game, scale it back to 100, hit a couple notes, pause the game. Maybe from there you can just go to 0, or maybe you have to go to 50 depending on how tight the spacing is. But yeah, that's the theoretical way to get around that issue and actually make this mechanic usable on a lot more stuff than just songs with big breaks in them. As you saw, I played through that entire 30 seconds or so till I got to the break and just did a hard reset. If that break wasn't there, I probably would have had to do that theoretical execution, or I just would have said fuck it and moved on. But yeah, it's been over a year since I used this mechanic the first time, and I do still agree with my assessment of it that it is very skill intensive, but it should definitely be treated as its own like category because this is just ridiculous. Even though this is an off the wall example, which is, you know, why I'm bothering to showcase it, it still is just ridiculous what you can do with this. The main reason I did this right now is just because I'm running this off this bad update exploit DLC that I won't have for very long, or at least if I want to get it back, it'll take me perhaps hours of time, and I'm just trying to get this all done in one like go, so just wanted to test this out. But this will be useful if I do decide at some point to try to tie or beat the remaining lag glitch first places. Never know.